So, while Jimmy and his team get ready to perform some classics, we're preparing a culinary classic just for you.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks, Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
So get this word into your vocabulary, Vatrushka.
Vatrushka.
Eastern European pastry donut that meets Danish pastry in some beautiful way. And we're filling it with the rich centers, or the centers with some rich, creamy Clover classic custard, a dollop of jam on top. Perfect weekend treat, trust me, and it's quite easy to make.
Hopefully.
More difficult to pronounce than it is to make.
It's a power word in the kitchen. How often do you get
Vatrushka.
Vatrushka.
Yes.
I love it. So, Russian delicacy, but I think this is one that's going to be fought over. So I think some Polish claiming, some Russian claiming. I get it. So this
I'll err on the side of Lewandowski.
Yeah, we'll just say in the region of, but it's delicious. It's kind of like a donut Danish mixture, and there are a few simple ingredients. So we're going to try and throw it together. Yeah. Okay. So we've got our yeast, and yeast is a living little creature, and it needs to be fed. Okay. So what you need to do is keep the salt as far away from the yeast as possible. They are enemies.
Oh wow.
The salt kills the yeast.
Okay.
So the yeast's going to go in there, and what are we going to give him for his breakfast?
Sugar.
Sugar for you, my friend.
Okay.
And we're going to let that do its thing, and I'm going to let it go.
All right.
And then we're going to mix the salt into here.
Flour over there.
And then
make
I'm going to start mixing in my wet ingredients. We've got our 3 eggs.
Yep.
We've got our oil. I don't know, I haven't read the recipe, but it looks like about 2 tablespoons.
That is about 2 tablespoons.
And then we've got mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
And now another contentious point. Some say that the Russians just dig a little mayo in everything, but they say this adds to the flavor, to the creaminess of the texture, and we often use mayo to kind of enhance things.
Because if you do think about it, you are going to have quite a lot of sweet in the filling that I'm about to make.
Exactly. So
the tanginess from the... exactly, temper it with the tanginess from the mayo, a bit of salt. So it just balances things out quite nicely, right?
Okay, so I'm going to start working this through.
Yeah, you're going to mix that through. And when do you enter with the...
I think for the purposes of TV, I'm going to do it right now, because we don't have a huge amount of time.
There you go. But for the purposes of home, you want to have it nicely mixed in.
Yeah, you want that yeast to have started to activate. I don't know if that's the official term, but you want that guy to be doing its thing. And then, of course, you create your beautiful ball of dough, and then you cover it, and you pop it somewhere nice and cool and safe, not on a balcony where someone can steal it, and you let the dough prove. And obviously, we've got a beautiful dough ball here that has proven beautifully. So we'll continue to mix that through.
Okay, this is where the technique comes in.
So
and I think
where we're going to...
the technique, right?
Yeah, when we say technique, let's see. Okay, so we've got a beautifully proven thing, and I'm trying to measure here
how much
to take out of this.
That looks healthy.
That looks good. Nice and tactile.
Let's see how you get this going, all right?
All right.
So the idea is to get it into that little mound that you could then, push through and create that. Okay, here we go.
Want a little...
So it's that, the claw, the tiger claw there. There we go. Oh, yes, there we go. We're getting somewhere. That looks good.
Yeah, I like the tiger claw technique.
Yes. Maybe even cup it. Oh, there we go. That cupping thing that you just did now is quite nice.
Now, what we're going to do, we pop them there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be a little smaller one. Put a little bit of flour there.
And then...
Dun, 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 dun. Create the well of joy.
Look at that, man.
That's actually not so half bad, eh?
I really appreciate it. Okay, you can make another one while I focus on the filling that is going to consist of our cream cheese over here. We've got some sugar that we're going to add into it. We're going to add a single egg, and then our, of course, hero ingredient, which is our Clover Classic Custard. We're going to have about a cup thereof.
Yes.
Look,
I'm a sucker for a classic.
Here we go, that's about a cup.
Custard Danish.
Yes.
Absolutely love it.
They just make sense at breakfast as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you kind of just stir that in, make sure it's mixed.
And this being simple, imagine your family waking up to the smell of this. And coming down for breakfast, and they're like, oh, my word. Hey?
Ah, man.
On a different level.
Get your favorite Russian classics playlist going in the background there when they wake up.
What's your favorite Russian classic?
Kalinka, kalinka, kalinka maya, saduka, kamalinka, kalinka. Kalinka, kalinka, kalinka maya. Bro, I've been pumping out those Russian classics, bro. And then you mix in some amapiano on top of that.
Yeah.
Now you're flying.
And now you're putting it on TikTok. Now you're putting it on TikTok.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
All
But of
right.
course, our hero ingredient, as I said, is our Clover Classic Custard, and it's versatile to use with various desserts, and it can be enjoyed on its own as well for that timeless taste. And it's the hero ingredient in our beautiful recipe that we're making right now, and it also serves as a hero ingredient in many other desserts like ice creams, and I'm trying to get this mixed through as quickly as possible.
Oh, that looks
because I actually
beautiful.
want to, well, obviously have to wait for them to be done first in the oven before we put that dollop of the custard
But it
in
looks
there.
absolutely beautiful. So the custard goes in, our beautiful syrup goes in, and I think all that is left is a little bit of a taste. So I'm going to
Absolutely.
mosey on over here,
Bring me Vatrushka.
and we are going to have a little... you could go even more jam, I think. Even
By the
more
way, the recipe is available on our website, expressoshow.com.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this
Mint.
one over here.
Cheers, Berkey. Ching, ching.
There you go.
Boink.
Aha.
Wow.
Sorry. Vatrushka.
Is that mayo? No, you can't taste the mayo, but absolutely beautiful.
Vatrushka.
Vatrushka.
Made with love by Clover.